Can you give me a mic check there?
Yes.
All right.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, whatever you do, don't pound on the podium.
Everybody ready? All set. Great. Thank y'all for coming. My name's Detective J.J. Schmidt. It's J.J. and then S-C-H-M-I-D-T. I'm a detective assigned to the Homicide Cold Case Unit. I want to thank y'all for being here. We're asking for your help as well as the public on an update of a missing person case. Just want to give you some quick updates and then I'll open it up for some quick questions. This case is being investigated by the Missing Persons Unit with the assistance of the Homicide Cold Case investigators. In addition, the Texas Rangers and our federal partners have now joined in the investigation. Based on information conducted through interviews and other sources, we believe that Larry Turner, who was initially reported as missing, is now in danger. Circumstances that we have the subject was last seen at 8801 South IH-35, which is by the Home Depot, IHOP, and Shell Station, just at Slaughter and IH-35, on September the 8th at about 10:30 a.m. We will provide you some photos, but a still shot of him on that surveillance video at the gas station will be provided. A phone call was made shortly after that at about 11:15 a.m. to his girlfriend slash common law wife of about 19 years named Jerry Roberts. When Larry called Jerry, he indicated to her that an altercation was about to take place and the call ended abruptly. There's been no phone activity with him from her since that point. Subsequent to that, his van was left in the parking lot for several days, about 3 days. Was later recovered by Jerry and subsequently taken into police custody for processing. The difficult challenges with this case, as with any, aside from just missing person and an adult that can't be located, are the fact that we had a delay in reporting of 3 days, the vehicle I discussed, and also the conflicting statements that have been provided to law enforcement to this date. In addition, we think that possible narcotics or money may be involved and could play into the motive of this case. What we're asking for today is anyone that was in the area of the IHOP on the 8th of September at about 11:15 that may have seen Larry or this white van, this is actually his van, that they come forward and provide us information. Anyone that's familiar with that area knows it's a high traffic area during that time of day, and we are certain that individuals have information that could help us through the course of this investigation. There's several ways that they can do that. They can provide it through Crime Stoppers. They can also call the homicide tip line at 512-477-3588. Again, I want to stress that the image you see here with Mr. Turner depicts what he was last seen wearing, which is a straw cowboy hat, a blue short sleeve shirt, blue jeans, and he walks with a cane. And again, we feel at this point in our investigation that Mr. Turner is endangered, and it's imperative that we locate him. With that, I will open up to any questions.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on why you think narcotics might be involved?
I can't give you specifics, but just based on the course of our investigation, as we see things, we start to determine factors that play into the case, and at this point it appears that narcotics may be involved, not necessarily with our victim, but just in an overall scheme of the investigation.
Have you guys reported him missing to us before, or is this the first we're hearing of him?
A press release was sent out previously once we started to determine that it was not. These cases are difficult because as an adult, when you want to leave, people leave for different reasons, whether it's stresses in life, problems they may be having at home, whatever the case may be. So it's extremely difficult when you have a case involving a person who's a grown adult that just doesn't want to be found. And so until the detectives determine that there's other factors that might create a risk or indicate otherwise, we have to go down that checklist. And at that point, a press release was issued for the public's help in an attempt to locate him.
Yeah, speaking of the time, I mean, obviously it's been a few weeks since that point. You can talk about the immediacy of needing to find somebody as these days continue to go.
Sure. I mean, certainly for us, we want the information as soon as possible. And again, that's why we're coming back to the help with the media and from the public, because based on our experience, there's individuals that may have knowledge of this that are either don't know where to report it, or are scared to come forward, or just don't have an avenue. So we're hoping that with an anonymous way to report it through Crime Stoppers, where they can earn a cash reward, or through the homicide tip line where they can provide information, or just calling the main number to give us that assistance that we need.
What has the girlfriend or wife told you guys?
I can't really go into specifics of statements at this point because we're still working on a lot of that, but based on what she provided us in her discussion with Larry, indicates that there was some type of altercation that took place in that parking lot.
Is there any kind of other markings besides just the white van on the van that that is not seen in maybe this photo that?
Well, we have the van. There's really nothing that stands out as
Okay.
far as damage or anything that, I mean, it's a typical box, mid-90s type truck van. But we do have that in police custody now. We're in the process of processing that for any evidence that we might find and collecting that evidence that we might use at a later time. What's important about the van is in that parking lot that's shared with the Home Depot and the IHOP, individuals may have seen that van, may have seen Larry and just not realized the two. So we're hoping with the visual image of not only him but with the van, that might provide some folks a recollection.
Was there anything found besides the fact that he kind of went quiet that led you to believe that he was in danger?
I think the totality of the investigation, what the investigators have found and what we've discovered lead us to believe that he is endangered. There's several factors. Again, some of those I really can't discuss at this point.
Outside the cane, does he have any known medical problems?
At this point, I don't think there would anything that would really help with the release of that. There's nothing that would help the public to locate him other than what he was wearing.
You mentioned narcotics may be involved. Does he have a criminal history?
I don't have that information to provide you at this point. And again, Mr. Turner is a victim in this, and so until we can discover that he's okay or find otherwise, we're going to keep our efforts like we do with any missing person. We've got several investigators that have been working nonstop to locate him, again with the assistance of the Texas Rangers and our federal partners, because it in our mind rises to that level.
One more question.
With federal, do you still believe that he is in Texas or in Austin or the Texas area? Do you believe that might be further into the rest of the country?
I think at this point we still believe he's in our immediate area.
All right.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Also, they will email y'all the photos of this as well, but she put this up here in case you needed a shot of it.
Awesome. Thank you.
And we appreciate y'all's help.
Thank you.